Let's go. 39 rounds. Charlie Mike. 150. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the rifle is also on at 150, turns out. Josh?
That's good. A good start. All right, 200. Hit. Hit.
Do you see the impact zone?
Yeah. All right, 250. Impact. Impact.
Okay. You don't feel the recoil as much when you're doing prone. I mean, that's something that you feel more so when you're shooting your fast stuff.
Yep.
But I do feel more recoil than the normal DI.
The standard DI system. Yeah. Because of the piston.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, 300.
I think I need to push it to the right a little more. I'm feeling.
Yeah, the wind's hard enough here. Impact. That was on the right half of the plate.
Okay.
Impact.
God, the glass on these things are just, it's tip top.
Yeah, the razor glass is pretty phenomenal.
It's just heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy. I mean, this is a heavy rifle to begin with. Not Mr. 5.56 heavy, but it's still heavy for an AR system.
Yeah. And that's the Gen 2 E, which is the lightened version of the razor already.
Right. Well, it's the same one that we used on the Mr. 5.56, yeah?
Correct. I am on at 350. Off the left edge on the top line of the plate. Impact. Impact.
So you feel that gust finally coming in.
It was tricky because it was pretty dead here.
Yeah, that's why
didn't see too much.
That's why I didn't adjust. I mean, it was flat.
Yeah.
And I did not observe vegetation. That's the problem, though.
Yeah. 400. Just off the left edge.
Okay.
Great elevation. Impact. Impact.
Okay. It's pushing it to the left a little, even more right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm out at 450.
Okie doke. Left
Just
side,
off
I see
the
it.
left edge. Impact. Neutralized. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a bird on that target. He took off real quick when you hit it.
Rocked his world, baby.
All right. Fire when ready. Impact. Impact.
Dude, 19 rounds. That's a new record.
I'll tell you what.
That's just at the new record, 19 rounds.
For service rifle, out to 500.
Yeah.
These, when we start getting into what we haven't really done yet is we haven't really taken any free float ARs with nice glass and shot them on as a service rifle. Obviously, we've done it with the Mark 12, we've done it with the LSA, the M110, but then we extended those out and beyond. And those, I think, all cleared the close range either without a miss or, I say the close range, the 500 in either without a miss or with like one miss.
Yeah.
But what we're seeing, obviously, is when you get a rifle done up with a nice piece of glass, 1 to 6, 2.5 to 10 in that range, 16-inch AR shooting 77 grain pills is going to shred.
And I mean, this is obviously, I mean, because the 416 is not a civilian rifle, so and the receiver's a little different from the MR556s. So the lower receiver is a Brownells reproduction to look like the HK. It's done on the same forgings though, so it's an 80% H&K, 80% forging.
And then they just finish it.
They finished it. Now, the barrel is also the claim of fame of what HK uses, and so these two pieces are not H&K. The rest are. My concern with, and you know this, the accuracy of any rifle lies in the pipe.
Yep.
So my worry was that them using a repro pipe was going to adversely
cause issues.
Yeah, but it did not. I mean, and this is a pretty typical SF loadout that you see nowadays.
Yeah.
416
LPVO,
piston-driven 416 LPVO, and if you're talking about this as a combat effective weapon, I think it's far more combat effective than an ACOG.
Yeah.
Because throw the lever down to 1, and you've got something that could duplicate a red dot.
Yeah.
Especially the razors, they glow bright enough.
Yeah,
when
the
they're
daylight
running.
visibility on them is very, very
So
nice.
you could use it to duplicate what an EOTech could do.
I mean, that's what all of the competition shooters who shoot 3-gun and whatnot, that's exactly what they're doing.
Which is another thing that goes back to what we talk about. SF look at competition shooters at what they're doing, what they're experimenting in their little laboratory of a competition world, and then bring it out to the real world.
Yeah, the things that are transferable or that make sense to carry through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, obviously, it's a really cool rifle. It's just set a new record on our course. That being said, the recoil is a concern for me for 5.56. I mean, this feels something between almost like a 7.62 39, but a little lighter.
Yeah.
And for a 5.56, that's, for me, it's a little heavier for my taste.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I noticed that as well. Whenever I shot it on the close range, it did feel like there was more felt recoil than what I normally am used to shooting an AR style platform.
Yeah, I will say too though, if I got to choose between the MR556 and the 416, 416 any day.
Easy.
Yeah, the
Not
barrel,
even close.
So I mean, the piston already adds weight to it. So the MR556 using that heavy barrel, it makes it so front heavy.
It's the balance of the rifle is just totally wonky on that one. At least, I mean, I know it shot very well. We had a great run on the course with it.
It was one shot shy of this.
Yep. Perfectly capable firearm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it. In terms of versatility, this feels so much more versatile based upon the weight and the weight distribution.
Being able to shave off that weight in the front was huge, but still, it's still heavy for a 5.56 rifle.
Yeah, agree. As a base, because you got to remember that there's not done up and there's no light, no lasers, no iron sights. This is like a completely stripped gun with an LPVO slapped on top.
Exactly. So I mean, if you were doing a loadout, you'd have a PEC unit, you'd have whatever type of grip attachment you'd want, light as you said, and that itself, it adds what, probably 1.5 pounds?
Couple pounds, yeah.
One thing that I think is interesting, one of the points the MR556 has, it's got the takedown pins that lock the upper and lower receiver. You can see the 416 does not have the locking takedown pins.
Yep.
I feel like it's immaterial.
Yeah. In terms of it locks the
there's
the wiggle in between the receivers.
But it's immaterial. To me, I mean, that's never been a thing. I mean, back in the day when people used ACU wedges to lock the upper and lower receiver.
Yep. I've not seen any detrimental accuracy. And now, granted, we've not done extensive testing on this.
Yeah, but still, we've shot enough different platforms, and some of them do wiggle a little bit between the top and bottom.
Yeah.
I don't see an issue between the top and bottom wiggles to warrant a system that needs a specific takedown tool to unbuckle the top and the bottom.
Agree. Yeah, agree.
But, again, we didn't use it today because, again, we were trying to do a little bit more of a combat style, no rear bag type of shoot. So, but the shelf, I really like that design for the collapsible stock, being able,
so you can place your rear bag there
without accidentally activating your
releasing the stock. Yeah.
So, all in all, I mean, it's a good system. I know they had reliability in mind, kind of like how AKs are overgassed.
Yeah.
I feel like 416s are overgassed.
Yeah, quote unquote, yeah.
But there's a reason to it, I think, too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we haven't dragged it in mud. I don't intend to take Brownells rifle to drag through mud. That being said, we do need to do a shout out to Chris from Small Arms Solutions and Brownells to making this happen. I mean, it's not every day you get a pretty, I hate using this term, but clone correct 416 to test with. Minus the barrel and the receiver. So very happy with it.
Cool.
Awesome. Do you enjoy arguing with other viewers on the internet on which rifle performs better on practical accuracy? Well, we have a solution for you. Go to our Patreon page and scroll down. You'll find the practical accuracy scoreboard where we have ranked and compiled all the data of all the firearms we have tested on the practical accuracy course. Furthermore, it's already separated into the different categories, so you can go back to your argument as quickly as possible. And whether you decide to support us via Patreon, subscription, or just a normal viewer, we thank you.
716 is 096, 4 Vic, 8 packs, red con 1, green to green. How copy, over?
096, this is 716, roger, over. 16, 091, 1 pack, green, green, over. This is 716, roger, over. 16, 1592, 1 Victor, 2 packs, red con 1, over.